the elephants are sleeping. This herd of wild Asian elephants traipsing across southern China is like a top rock band, except it's getting more publicity than a band manager could ever dreamed of. Millions have watched the elephants online, including the adorable way they bed down for a bit of sleep. For heaven's sake, they even have their own police escort. We've invited Professor Esther Zhang, a wildlife expert, to help us understand what's going on.
Elephant population increased from 150 to about 300 individuals in the past 30 years. This is an important factor to drive those elephant herds outside their original ranges currently.
The traveling troupe began its journey about 15 months ago in a wildlife reserve in Xishuangbanna, Yunnan province, and have since trekked over 500 kilometers. First, it was Chinese who were fascinated by it all, and then the rest of the world caught the bug. This is Professor Musa Gambos Alisais, who right now is working at his office in Xishuangbanna.
It's not an isolated situation. This has happened several times already. Okay, so then as we speak right now, we have another group of elephants in Xishuangbanna Tropical Botanical Garden, where I am right now, which are in the same situation as the Kunming herd, but this one didn't go very far.
The elephants had the hardened news hounds of American CBS, gushing via Twitter about how adorable they are. Even usually starlit Associated Press decreed that the elephants had become international stars. And now this social media news organization published a video of the nap routine that attracted more than 500,000 views.
Here are some of the moments that have been most mentioned on the internet. Let's take a look. An elephant turns on a tap. This baby's elephant struggles to get out of ditch. And elephants go about destroying some poor farmer's hard work. For some, all this carry-on is very cute, but eventually someone needs to clean up the mischief maker's mess. Among them are elephant experts and firefighters who have kept a lid on things and who will no doubt be given leading roles when someone eventually make a feature film about all of this.
This has been a very good kind of situation for them to showcase many of the good things that are happening with the Chinese elephant conservation. The most important thing for me is that they have been very patient. So then it's always very tempting to try to take a strong action and try to capture the elephants, or put them in a truck, or try to drive them back with heavy vehicles.
As we know that China may be the only country have elephant crop riding compensation to local farmers. It is a really effective measures to mitigate the human-elephant conflict in all elephant range areas currently.
The most important thing to put into context is that living with elephants is very difficult. So what happens is that eventually elephants began to get out of the protected areas, and they found that nothing happened to them. That no one was chasing them, that no one was kind of harming them. And then they became more confident, which made that they could go out to other places. And also, I want to emphasize the importance of habitat restoration. Okay, there's an opportunity now to recover some of the habitat that was lost to other things in the last 40, 50 years. So I think now we should be thinking about what kind of future we want, what kind of landscapes we want to have.
Sometimes it takes simple things such as those wandering elephants to draw us all together. And this herd of elephants and their story remind us of how much we have in common.